Alright guys, we are back, video clip 6. This is a demo piece of what we will be working on. It is the very last piece that we will be working on. So let's get started, and here is where you will be using all of your colors. So let's put that back. So you will start with your brown. You'll start with a chain 2. Let me zoom in here. So you'll start with a chain 2, and you will go into the first chain for a 6 single crochet. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you will join into the first single crochet. And we will do a couple rounds of increase, so change 1, and you will now do 2 single crochet into each stitch. So you will double your size now, so 2 in the first, so there's 2, 4, so put 2 in each stitch around. There's 6, 8, that's 10, and that's 12. So, and you had 6 stitches starting out with. If you put 2 stitches in each one of those, now you end up with 12. So you want to join into the first stitch with a slip stitch. Round 3, chain 1. And you're going to increase again, so you want to do 1 single crochet in the first, and then 2 single crochet in the next, and that pattern will be repeated. So 1 in the next, then 2 in the next, 1 in the next, then 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then your last stitch should have your increase, which is 2, and that should give you a total of 18 single crochet ending on this round. So let's join up with a slip stitch. Round 4, you chain 1. Now you're going to single crochet in the next 2. So 1 single crochet and another single crochet in the next. And then the next stitch will get your 2 single crochet. So that's your increase stitch. So this is the pattern that you will now repeat. So 1 in the next, 1 in the next, and then 2 in the next. 1, 1, oops, and then 2, 1, 1, and 2, 1, 1, and 2, 1, 1, and the last one should be your increase, so that should be 2. So join up, and this row should give you 24 stitches. So now the last row of increase, which is going to be row 5, you want to chain up 1, and you're going to do 3 singles in a row. So the first stitch gets 1, the next one will get 1, and the next one will get 1. So you have your 3 singles in a row, and then you'll have your increase, which is 2. So this is the pattern that you will increase, or repeat, I'm sorry. So 1, 1, and 1, and then the next one gets 2. 1, 1, 1, and then 2. 1, 1, 1, and then 2. So 1, 1, and 1, then 2. And then the last set, 1, 1, and 1. Then the last one should be 2. So join up here in the first one, and then you should have a total of 30 stitches at this point. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So you want to make sure of that. So now what you will do here is we will now fold this piece in half, just like this. Okay? So folding this in half, you're going to now, well, you want to line this up with the next single crochet. Make sure I'm lining my next single crochet up correctly. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go into this side and come out that side with a single crochet. Okay, so it's in the very end here. Make sure you get it all the way in the very end, because that's the next side with this stitch, and get it through both loops. So do the single crochet and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you're going to do this a total of 14 times. Okay, so the next stitch is here, and if you have to pull it apart to see the next one, that's fine. Go into that next stitch on the other side and close it back, single crochet, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go into the next stitch, open it up, make sure you're lined up correctly, do a single crochet, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, next stitch and next stitch, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next stitch, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so you're just going to do that all the way around until you have 14 of these. Alright, you want to make sure that you have 14 chain 5 spaces all the way to the very end. Okay, so I will finish mine up and I will meet you back once I have 14. Alright guys, I'm at the end. So my last loop is just going to be connected right here to the very end with a slip stitch or a single crochet. So now what you want to do is you're going to fasten off here. Okay, you'll pull through and through, just like this. And if you want to pull your color through now, you can do so. I just pull mine through there and snip that right off. And this is what you're going to have at this point. So now what you want to do is you want to move in with your next color, which will be your yellow. And you want to do the same process with each color until you have used each one. So make your slip knot. Now you want to start with the first chain 5. Go inside of that gap with a single crochet. And what I've been doing is holding my tail here when I do my chain 5. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're just going to go into every loop and do the same process. Single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, and you'll do this all the way to the end. And you'll use each color. And it turns out beautifully. So you want to make sure that you keep your and actually the way it's going to turn out is each row that you do, you're going to have one less chain 5 space. So you had 14. So you will have 13 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You will end here. So just end with a single crochet. Snip this off. My scissors are so dull. Pull that through and through right there. And we can finish that off in a bit. Then next you want to change over to your red. Make your slip knot like we've been doing. And then just start in the beginning chain 5 space again. So start with a single crochet there, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The next one, single crochet, chain 5. And then just keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 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 and 5. And by now I'm sure you guys have a pretty good idea of what we're making here, but I'm still not going to tell you. Rules of the game. So we will finish this part, and so we have one more color to add. So we will snip off here. And then what we have left to use will be our orange. Okay, so this is what you got so far. And yes, I will go and clean up all my ends. So now you'll take your orange and start at this corner with a slip stitch. Or you can do a slip stitch, you can do a single crochet, it really doesn't matter. So you'll chain up 5, so there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you'll do as we've been doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you're seeing the colors come into play. We are almost completed. Alright, so now I'm just going to clip this here. Draw that in. And this is now the last piece. So I am going to finish my ends up for this piece and this piece. And when I come back, we are going to assemble these last two pieces and one more part on the big part there. I won't say anything else. And then the project will be in completion. So go ahead and finish your ends and whatever pieces you need to finish. And then we will finish the last video up in the assembly part of these.